Hey guys, welcome back to Michelle Reads a Lot of Fantasy. And yes, it is officially Thursday. It is raining out there. Alright, so it is spooky season. It's time for some dark fantasy because we need that in our lives, especially during the spooky season. I do not know if I did my second video this week, so if I have, I'm like, you know. Anyways, so, okay, so my rules on my fantasy is that the book has to literally knock my socks off for me to actually get as a physical edition. So, from Kindle Unlimited, I just finished House of Night by Celia Aaron. She's one of the blacklisted authors on TikTok, hence why I'm reading her book. Yes, everyone. I am a full believer in First Amendment, which includes the ability to read whatever I want. Alright, so anyways, I finished House of Night. This is the first book in a gothic, dark, romantasy kind of thing, which is perfect. There's like vampires in it. So, this takes place in the United States, in our world, and in this world there is a virus that plagues humanity, and there's a group of scientists that were trying to basically find a cure for this virus. And then what ends up happening is the heir to this throne of this vampire kingdom dies. He gets basically assassinated, and everyone thinks that Georgina, who's our main character in the book, knows what is going on, like, who killed him. So she is hooked up with the new heir to the throne, which is a half human, half vampire, which is why he can walk in the sunlight, kind of like Blade. He also does kind of act cold, but he also can't help but have that human side of him, which makes him an interesting character. And so what happens is she's locked up in this castle with him and with a couple of other people who are basically, like, most of them are vampires, but you got this creepy guy that ends up dead later on in this book. And every time they try to find out what she knows, like, do you know who killed him? She keeps on saying she does not know who killed him. And you would kind of figure, after asking the same question 800 times and getting the same answer, that you would probably figure that, yeah, maybe she doesn't know. So, a lot of things happen. We're introduced to a vampire named Melody, who's super, super nice. She ends up dead, unfortunately, because Gregory is dying, and along with his body, he's also losing his mind. Yeah, and nobody dares to think that, yeah, maybe our king's kind of going loco nuts. He is totally going loco nuts. And so they're going out there and they're slaughtering humans for an insane king, and they don't have the gall enough to point out that this man is going loco nutso. It's just, that's what he's doing. He's dying. He's like trying to commit suicide and all that type of stuff. Towards the end of it, we find out a lot of stuff. We find out, like, one of her former colleagues, named, trying to get her name. Oh, I can't remember. She was a bitch. So Valen explains about what vampirism does to a person. So he explains that people can look nice on the surface. But there is like this layer that keeps their nasty aspect, like what they really are, hidden deep. What vampirism does is it gets rid of that, and who they really are, who they've been hiding from people, comes out. And this woman, who's now a vampire, she was very good at hiding what she was, which she happens to be a monster. And here's the thing is, like, it's her humanity that kept that, her real self, at bay. When she was turned, her real self came out. So now it's like she goes from being this modest, pious woman to being this bare-breasted, nasty, evil monster. And this is actually does be proven true when Georgina discovers that her sister is alive. And not only is she alive, but she's been turned. And here's the thing. Valiant knows at the end of it, we all pretty much get a good idea that he knows exactly who killed his older brother, and it happened to be another house of vampires. Here's the funny thing is, the Juno goes, I'm fine, if anyone cares to know. It's hilarious. You ever like the scene where like things happen and then like the main character goes, guys, hey guys, thank you for caring that I'm still alive, or something to that effect. They're very sarcastic about it, like, wow, thanks for not caring about me, but I'm alive if you guys want to know. But yeah, so she is a vampire, and now, like, everything, like, she cannot hate her own sister and everything, but she's still the president of the United States. She's just a vampire now. But yes, that really was the thing that went, I said, guess what? My hair is stupid. Guess what? I'm going to get this book as a physical edition. So the second book is available on Kindle Unlimited, and I will go ahead and borrow it. But yeah, enjoyed it. So I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads, and I look forward to the next one. So hopefully the next one will be just as good as the first one. Alright, I will see you guys around. Until next time, keep reading those fantasy books. Bye.